Research design is the blueprint of a study, guiding how data is collected, analyzed, and interpreted. Among the many types of research designs, descriptive, correlational, and causal research are three of the most commonly used. Each serves a different purpose and is used depending on the research objective. Descriptive research. Descriptive research is used to describe a phenomenon, situation, or population without manipulating any variables. It answers questions like, "What is happening?" or "What are the characteristics of this group?" rather than exploring relationships or causes. This type of research is often used when little is known about a topic, and the goal is to gather detailed information. For example, a researcher studying social media usage among teenagers might conduct a survey asking questions about how many hours they spend online, what platforms they use, and what type of content they engage with. The study does not look for relationships between variables or try to explain why they use social media, it simply presents the facts as they are. Descriptive research is useful when researchers need to provide a detailed overview of a subject before moving on to deeper investigations. It is commonly used in market research, public opinion studies, and case studies. Correlational research. Correlational research examines relationships between two or more variables to determine if they are linked in any way. It answers questions like, is there a connection between X and Y, but does not establish causation. It only shows whether variables move together. For instance, a researcher might study the relationship between social media usage and academic performance by collecting data on students' daily screen time and their grades. If the study finds that students who spend more time on social media tend to have lower grades, this suggests a negative correlation. However, this does not mean that social media causes poor grades. Other factors like study habits, sleep patterns, or personal motivation could be influencing the results. Correlational research is useful when researchers want to explore potential connections between variables without manipulating them. It is widely used in psychology, education, health sciences, and business analytics. Causal research or experimental research. Causal research, also known as experimental research, aims to establish cause and effect relationships between variables. Unlike descriptive and correlational research, it involves manipulating one variable, the independent variable, to observe its effect on another variable, the dependent variable. For example, a researcher conducting a study on the effects of sleep on memory retention might divide participants into two groups. One group sleeps for 8 hours, while the other sleeps for only 4 hours. Afterward, both groups take the same memory test. If the well-rested group consistently performs better, the researcher can conclude that sleep has a direct impact on memory retention. Causal research is essential in fields where it is important to determine why something happens and how changing one factor influences another. It is commonly used in medical research, psychology, economics, and product testing. When to use each research design. Use descriptive research when you need to provide a clear and detailed picture of a phenomenon without exploring relationships or causes. Use correlational research when you want to examine whether two or more variables are related, but do not need to prove causation. Use causal research when you need to establish cause and effect relationships by manipulating variables in an experimental setting. Understanding the differences between descriptive, correlational, and causal research allows researchers to choose the best approach for their study. Each design has its strengths and limitations, and selecting the right one ensures that the research effectively addresses its objectives. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.